Okay, well, it's been quite a week. I love this spot. I was going to do this, put the camera in front of the legislator, but the legislator's in the back, and like I said, it's been quite a week. Premier Higgs was right sitting here where I'm sitting and talking to me across, and it's some people are very upset. I saw a website that they were confused on why would the Premier take the time and talk to me. They're very upset. They can't understand, you know, like, I'm not media, I'm just a welfare bum, and I should be ignored at any cost. Well, you know, it's called communication. The reason Mr. Higgs is lowering himself to moi is because he knows that I could become a huge pain in the ass. Which I am a pain in the ass, but I could become much worse. And what I mean by much worse is see him on the street and go after him on certain issues and go and go and go. And this could take about, I don't know, a year. That's okay. But the problem is, if he sits down with me, everything is taken care of in about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. He's happy, I'm happy, and we move on. To degrade people, that's what the government does. That's what the high-class bureaucrat does. That's what the justice system does. Any organization, they degrade people. Now, I owe an apology to Joan Kingston. In a way, I apologize. In a way, I'm not. Untitled Shelter opened last year on Brunswick Street, right across the street from me. I went to the office, I left a message. If Joan Kingston want to talk to moi, and here's my email. I did it twice. Joan Kingston refused to talk to moi. Okay, no problem. And then that's where they attack. And that's where you ask questions that you don't know the answer because they're refusing to tell you. Dwayne Higgs asked him a question, he told me. So when I arrived there last Saturday, I thought they degraded me. There was 5 workers there, and all you needed was when I walked down the alleyway was the song of the movie, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. The tension was there, and didn't need to have tension. It was a barbecue, and I seen the poster, free barbecue. I didn't read the fine line that says only methadone people and staff, but still. And then I was degraded. Now, I owe Joan Kingston an apology. She wasn't there. The health clinic no longer takes care of them, of that Untitled Shelter. It's the John Howard Society. That's worse. John Howard Society. The John Howard Society that says, okay, we got halfway homes here, halfway house, the public, the neighborhood you could trust. We're the John Howard Society. And they took over Untitled Shelter and wouldn't even give me a wiener. So they had their fun. They degraded me, but had their fun to degrade me in a couple of minutes. But now, for the next 6 months, a year, 2 years, the John Howard Society, in my mind, is boom. So that's what they do. They degrade people. You look at the Fredericton Woman Organizing Committee, that I forget, Executive Organizing Committee. A group of women, businessmen that was formed to raise money. And they had a goodbye party for Brad Woodside. Brian Jones, the head sponsor, the top sponsor, invited me. You know the story. Go to YouTube, right? Fredericton Woman Executive Organizing Committee. And you'll see a YouTube of me, how they confronted me, degraded me, and the people behind, all about 200 people, lawyers, moving like ants, you know, like, it's It's here! It's here! And these are the people that is in charge of our justice system. These are the people that makes decision on how we should be treated, and we should be forced to walk home, or we don't have the right to a lawyer. Those are the people. They degrade people. Another one is my favorite people, social development. There's another one, social development. I heard that, well, I didn't hear, that's a fact, Kathleen Forbes, she's the one that goes after seniors. She's the one that appears in front of a committee and degrades seniors, that once they get their pension, 60 years old, I'm not allowed to have 40 bucks, 50 bucks. Kathleen Forbes' main goal is to make sure that we have no money and then we die. And at that hearing, I was degraded. I had a buddy of mine, won't mention no names, looks like he's upset with me, haven't seen him for a while, but he said, we're not, she's just doing her job. You're not going to degrade that person, blast that person for doing her job. Well, really? Her job to degrade me because I'm a welfare bum? No. That hearing was disgusting. It was disgusting. And social development of New Brunswick, they're I guess they work, what they call it, Zoom, and they're going after seniors, find out where they live and go after them and make sure that they have no income. And that's bad. That's where Blaine Hayes, I never talked about it yesterday, because the main issue was Corona. Because during the age of 60 and 65, social development, the most vulnerable time of a person's life, social development of making sure that person starves to death. Little income, you can't buy over-the-counter prescription, you can't afford it. So what happens is when you hit 65, you get the pension from Ottawa. Social development is such a bunch of idiots. Okay, you're no longer our concern. Take over Ottawa, and next thing you know, Charles shows up 6 months later. Oh, I got this, diabetic or whatever, I'm in the hospital. The federal government, the provincial government is going to end up taking care of me anyway, because those 5 years, because of social development, I couldn't take care of myself. So I'm going to start next week, next Monday, I'm going to send a letter to Dorothy Shepherd. And what we're going to do, there's a lot of people that can't read or write. So they can't write a letter. It's impossible. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just like go, I don't even know what Zoom is, or whatever they call it. Even FaceTime. I don't have a smartphone. I don't want one. What people, a social assistant, should do is get a camera and just go like this and say, what's that noise? Oh yeah. Minister, this is a letter to you from me. I'm a social assistant. I want you, blah, 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 blah. And send it to the minister, and she should be able to listen to it. Because most of the people in a social assistant can't read or write in a professional manner. So we're going to go, I think Kathleen Forbes should be fired. She should be fired to degrade people, or follow a course of not to degrade people on social assistance. There's a lot of things going on. How you doing? How you doing, you?
Can I ask you to please move along, please?
Why?
You're barred from this property.
I'm barred?
Yes.
Who said that?
It's in my notes.
Go take a walk. Go take a walk. There, excuse me. Are you still here?
Can I ask you to move?
I'm not going nowhere. Go take a walk. Who? What's your name? What's your name?
You need to move along, please.
What's your name? Get the hell out of my sight. So, this is what I'm talking about. So, I'm barred from the property. He's gonna call the police. Yes! So this is what I'm talking about. Here I am, coming in here for about, I came here about 1,000 times. And this idiot, security, come to me, degrade me. See, that's what I'm talking about, degrading. And tell me that I'm banned from the property. that hasn't happened, is that a new Dan Bichia? I'm banned from this property since 2003. I've been here about 1 million times, and this idiot comes to me and say, move on. And here I am sitting here yesterday with the premier, and this idiot says that I'm banned from the property. So you know what I'm going to do? See, this is what I'm talking about. Degrading. Why are people degrading? Now, what benefit is it to him to degrade me? Thank God there was nobody here. I would have raised my voice and said, what the hell are you talking about? But this is what they do. They degrade people. So this idiot, I presume, if I'm lucky, is going to call the police. And might be a rookie. And that the police will come here and tell me to move on. Would the Fredericton police be stupid enough to degrade me and tell me to move on? Wouldn't that be great? Stay tuned. I got to start this video. I'm all excited. Excuse me. See, it's a beautiful Sunday morning. You let your guards down, and this idiot, I got to find out who this guy is. So, stay tuned. I'm going to stay here for another. Now he says to leave. I'm going to stay here for about half an hour. Okay, stay tuned. Degrading is a big faux pas.